Okay, John, I understand that you have a new initiative planned at the Alliance to organize summer students. Could you talk a little bit about that?
Certainly, we think that the summer students have been used by government as cheap labour. They work, they come in from the universities, they do the same work as our members would do. They work side by side with our members, and they should be paid in accordance with the collective agreements that we negotiate. So, I mean, in collective agreements, as you're probably aware, John, there are increments. So if you come in at a starting level, I mean, we address that through the bargaining process. So the fact of the matter is, to bring a student in to do the same work and get something way less than our members is just wrong.
What is the situation right now? How long does one have to have a term for before they become part of the bargaining unit?
The term, if you come in as a term employee for 4 months or 6 months, you become a member of the bargaining unit. If you come in as a casual, though, and that's what they call a casual, you can only be in for a certain period of time, 3 months, and you're not part of the bargaining unit. And we're saying, a worker is a worker and should be represented. If there's a collective agreement in place, they should benefit from that collective agreement.
Now, have you had much feedback from the summer students about this proposal or about their working conditions in general?
Well, we've obviously got the support of the Canadian Federation of Students with respect to this initiative. They see this as a no-brainer, quite frankly, and they're saying, yeah, why should we take a hit just because we're students? We're working too. When we're working, and we're working alongside people, we should get in a decent wage.
Now, is the proposal to actually go out and organize individual students, or is it to get a change in the legislation to make them automatically part of the bargaining unit?
Well, if they're working for the federal government and we represent the workers in that particular area, then they should automatically come in at the same level as the people who are presently working, get paid the salary under the collective agreements, get the benefits under the collective agreement. They're part of that workforce. It's already established that it's a unionized workforce. If it's areas where they're starting up a new program and they're bringing in students to do that, then that might be something different. We haven't really looked at that detail.
Okay. And given the kind of difficult economic times we're in, do you think this is going to make your initiative easier or more difficult to accomplish?
Well, I don't think it should. The economic times really shouldn't play a part in this at all. The fact of the matter is, they've set out in legislation that's presently before the House what the economic increases are going to be through to 2011. So, I mean, that's not the issue. The issue is if you work and you're working doing the same work, you should get paid the same pay.
Do you have a timetable for this initiative? When do you see it being implemented along the road?
Well, these things don't happen overnight. We're not foolish enough to say that we expected us just to make the claim, go to the courts or wherever we have to go, and it's going to happen. We think this is going to be a long, drawn-out battle. We'll make it as quick as we possibly can. We're going to stay on top of it. We're going to work with it. We're going to talk with the members of Parliament. We're going to try and push it through a process. And, obviously, sooner rather than later would be what we want.
Now, how many students would you just estimate might be involved in this?
That's a tough question. There's my understanding under the FSWEP program that the federal government they have something like 60 or 70,000 applications a year for 7,000 positions. So, but I don't know how many they would be hiring.
FSW.
It's called FSWEP.
FSWEP. Do you know what it stands
for? Federal Students Work
Program
or something like that.
I'm just wondering.
I hate acronyms, John, but the thing is,
yeah, we have to live with them. I guess my last question then is: have any of the students themselves been enlisted in helping to put pressure in the proper places to bring this about?
Well, we talk to the students all of the time, and we believe that they're going to get behind us. Now, it's pretty intimidating for someone who's normally a student, is a relatively new worker, and they've got a job, and they feel that they don't want to speak out. So we'll be their voice. And if we can get some of them to assist us in speaking out, then we'll do that as well. But we don't want to put anybody on the spot. We don't want to put their jobs under scrutiny or in jeopardy. But we'll work with the students as we go along.
Excellent. Thank you very much.